Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're peeling back the layers on a musical masterpiece, an album that's really a secret diary. It tells a story that goes so much deeper than what you just hear on the surface.
I mean, really think about that. What if an album wasn't just a collection of songs, but a carefully crafted story, packed with hidden clues about a real journey of struggle, survival, and ultimately rebirth?
Well, that is exactly what P-pop kings SB19 created with their massive 24-track project. It's basically an open invitation to come and decode their story, and that's what we're going to do right now. So, let's dive in. To unlock this entire album, we first need the master key. And believe it or not, it all comes down to one single piece of punctuation, the semicolon. You know, in writing, using a semicolon is a really powerful choice. It connects two related ideas where the author could have just put a period and ended it all, but they didn't. They chose to continue. It's a pause, not a full stop. For SB19, that symbol became their entire mission statement. And you can see how this idea maps perfectly onto their actual career. On one side, you've got Wakas, or the end. This represents their early years, and more importantly, the end of their old contracts, a moment where everything could have just stopped. But that semicolon represents their choice to push forward, leading to Simula, or the beginning. This is their new era under their own company, 1Z Entertainment. And listen, this wasn't some small adjustment. Founding 1Z Entertainment was a complete game changer. It gave them the one thing they needed most, total creative freedom. Now they're in the driver's seat, managing their own careers, shaping their own sound, and making their global ambitions a reality, all on their own terms. That whole Simula era is the direct result of that choice to continue. Okay, so let's get into the music itself and see how this all plays out. And funny enough, we're going to start with the end. Check out this one line from the song Wakas. It translates to, "Don't forget my name." Now, on the surface, that sounds like a classic, heartbreaking line from a breakup song, right? But the fans, they knew there was a much, much deeper story here. And this is where the genius of it all comes out, because the fans online started connecting the dots. They realized this wasn't about losing a lover. It was about the very real possibility of losing their name. The lyrics mirrored their real-life legal battle in 2023 for their own trademark. So losing a lover became the fear of losing their identity, and the end of a relationship was the literal end of their old contracts. It was all hiding in plain sight. So once they secured their name and navigated that end, the Simula part of the album became something so much more powerful. It's not just a new chapter, it's basically a manifesto for their future. For example, take the song Emoji. With creative direction from member Justin, the song turns into this really sharp critique of social media culture. You know, that constant pressure we all feel to post the perfect, filtered, happy version of our lives for everyone to see. The music video just nails this visually. You see two completely different sets. One is super polished, glamorous, almost mechanical. That's the curated self we show the world. The other set? It's chaotic, it's messy, it's raw, and that represents the complex reality we usually keep hidden. It's such a brilliant metaphor for the masks we all wear online. And the ambition doesn't stop there. This quote from member Pablo just perfectly captures the whole spirit of the album's massive opening track, Visa. Visa is way more than just a song. It's an anthem about smashing through barriers. Sure, it's about the literal struggle of getting documents to travel, but it's also about all those figurative cages and industry walls that can hold artists back. It's a bold declaration, basically setting the stage for their 2026 world tour and telling everyone that now they're truly unstoppable. So when you put all these pieces together, the semicolon, the legal battles hidden in the lyrics, the bold statements about creative freedom, what do you actually got? Well, what you've got is way more than just a collection of songs. Wakas and Simula is like a blueprint for artistic survival. SB19 literally embedded their entire story, their resilience, their fight for identity, their demand for freedom right into the DNA of their art. It's a full-on manifesto, just disguised as an album. And discovering all this leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? It makes you wonder, how many other masterpieces are out there, just filled with secret codes and hidden stories, waiting for us to listen just a little bit closer and decode them?